everyone. Thanks for tuning into Mom Squad. I'm Maureen Kyle, and it's crunch time. Doesn't it always feel like there's never enough time to get the holiday shopping done? Or maybe you have that person or two on the list that you just can't think of what to buy them. Today, we have some last-minute gift ideas, and we share our own favorite random gifts that could be a good one for anyone on your list. So joining me today, executive producer, fellow stressed-out mom, Jenny Jordan, who is also one of the most creative people when it comes to gifts and gift giving. You always have the most creative, like thoughtful gifts. So I think you're perfect for this segment.
Well, thank you so much.
That was the gift of a compliment. There you go. We'll start with that.
I will receive it and say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, I feel like it's always those same few people where either they already have, like, you think they already have everything, or you're like, I don't know, I always get them a shirt, you know, like, I'm calling out my dad here, where it's like, I don't know, we always get him shirts. Like, what do we do for that guy? You know,
it's so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. And the guys, I feel like, are really hard.
Yes.
I feel like then there's these age ranges too, like the tween teens that like, oh yeah, they want stuff.
Right.
That cost, you know, hundreds of dollars. They need their new AirPods, their this and that, or, you know, all these Kendra Scott jewelry. And it's like, wait a second.
Right. Well, and I always think back to, there was like a joke on SNL, you know, Saturday Night Live always does a great job of spoofing Christmas or holidays or whatever. And they did one about the scented candle, how like if you give your friend a scented candle, that means you don't really know them that well. But I'm like, well, wait, I appreciate the, like, I never want to buy myself the scented, like, but maybe I'm picky on scents. I don't know. So it's like, you don't want to fall into that for friends too. Like if you're close enough, you want it to be meaningful. But then what do you do? I don't know.
You try to like pack your whole thing in, you know, every sentiment of how much someone means to you in a gift. It's the thought that counts. That's what I always say. So whether it's you're thinking of them and you saw something that was an inside joke and it was just little or cute, or just to know that someone's thinking of you. And that's what I think we get too caught up in the, is mine going to be the best gift ever?
Are they going to love this? Is this going to be the one thing that has like, are we going to fill the void in their soul with this gift?
It's the pressure. It's the pressure.
It is the pressure. Well, we got a few last minute ideas from lifestyle expert Valerie Lodato. Take a look at what she had for us. This time of year, I feel like there's always those people on the list that I just have no idea what to get them. But you have some really creative ideas for us today.
We do, and some of these things are things that you didn't even know that you needed or that they needed, they wanted. So we're digging deep this time. So interestingly, you've probably seen the trend of conversation cards. You know, it's a deck of cards. It might be a friend group thing. So there's one that's way more sentimental, and I brought that with me today. It's called Root and Seed, and it's right over here. I have two versions of it, and Root and Seed is about bonding, and it's about family. So it's one of those gifts that truly is going to give back once you give it. So that deck of cards comes with 68 cards that are thought-provoking and questions that start conversations about the inner workings of your family. So whether that's recipes or memories. So to give you a couple examples, I have some of the cards, and it's, is there someone who visits you in your dreams? I mean, this is getting deep and unique. Who was a big part of your childhood? Tell me about your siblings, you know, some of the more basic ones. And then this one I thought was fun. Is there someone in our family who is known for their style? So you get to the bottom. I know, you get to the bottom of how your family is feeling. And the best part of it is there's an app with this, and that's pretty rare with these deck of card games. They save all the memories, including voice recordings, so everyone can enjoy them for years to come. So Root and Seed is what it's called, and it's under $30, and you just get it at rootandseed.com, and really great family bonding game.
Yeah, I love that, especially because I feel like those are some of the questions my kids are asking me now, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't remember back in childhood. Like it would make, you know, it keeps the oral history going in a time where maybe we have all these moments that just keep going way too fast. So
yes,
I love that
and
one.
everything's just a snippet. Hi, Grandma. How are you? What are you doing today?
Aw.
There's no time to say something deeper, like, what was your favorite family dinner growing up, or whatever. So, yeah, I really love this. It was started by 2 former ad execs. And I think they just really wanted to bring everything that they learned from getting answers out of people that are unique and thought-provoking to everyone.
Love it. I love it.
So that is our first item. Our second item is something that men and women, it's another one of those that you're going to see a lot of, these scrubbers. I think you've probably seen them a lot on the internet. I've been seeing them a lot for men and women and hair in terms of getting all the dryness out of your scalp this season. You know, it's winter, it's freezing in most parts of the country. So this is called Scrub Dub. And what's cool about it is it's not just for your hair. So one side of it is to get the dryness out of your scalp, and that's this side. The other side takes the place of a loofah. And I know you've seen those stories in any newsroom about loofahs and picking up bacteria in showers and how dirty they can be. Yeah. So Scrub Dub is just, you know, a 2-for-1, and it actually comes either alone or in a 2-pack. So you can get 2, put them in a stocking. I think that it's great for everyone.
Yeah, and is it like,
So
it looks like it's more of a rubber than it is like the loofahs are usually more of like a mesh. So is that easier to clean now that you brought up the bacteria?
Super easy to clean. And plus, you know, you think about it, you've got residue from shampoo on it, so it's actually going to be clean, but it's really nice. It's a good feeling. It's soft. I would even put it in my car as like an emergency brush if I had to, or a purse that's so small that it can't even carry, say, a travel brush.
Yeah, great idea.
So I love that. Then now we're going to get to the pets. Okay. And I know that there's always a great gift for a pet parent. And what we brought for that is Walkie Paws bag and leash combo, which is right here. So, you know, the Lululemon belt bags and all the fancy belt bags that are eating up the style world. This is for dog owners. So what's cool about this is that you can wear it many, many different ways. You can wear it as a waist bag. You can put your phone in it. And you can fit treats, lipstick, whatever you might need. And there's endless ways to use this. I love it because it's a great price. It's $36 at walkiepaws.com, and it's black, so any pet owner will look good in it, and it will match everything. Yeah. But most of all, it's super versatile, and it's great because then you're not carrying around 5 different things like your little baggies for when you need to pick something up from your pooch, that kind of thing.
Right, yeah, and I actually got a puppy this past year, and then everybody said, well, you should be walking with treats, and I'm like, well, I have a bag and a leash, and, you know, like the, you know, poop bags, the leash, and I always forgot the treats, so that would be a great place to sneak the treats.
It would be a great place. Now, speaking of puppy, I don't know how big your puppy is, but a lot of people really like to get treats for their 4-legged family members. So we also have Crumps Naturals, which is all of these different bags. And what's cool is they come in also these mini trainers, which are great for puppies. They come in all sorts of all-natural small batch flavors like sweet potato, chicken, lamb, and even duck. And like I said, there are these training size bites that, you know, if you're not sitting there breaking everything up, and they come packaged like this. So it's easy. It's, you know, you can bring it on the road if you're going to be taking a trip and bringing your puppy, for example. Yeah. So those are really fun. And they start at $7.50, and you can also get them on Chewy or Amazon.
Okay. That's great too, because I know a lot of people get their pets, especially their dogs, get something under the tree or in a stocking. So yeah, that's a great idea for them.
And look, we talk about flavors. This is also, you know, a powder. So lots of different options here, lots of different sizes. Yeah. So now for the golfer on your list. Yes. We are finishing strong. So this is called the Putt About. You can probably see the green on this side. It's huge.
Yeah.
It is an indoor putting green, and here's the rest of it. So putt about is, it's perfect for cold weather climates. You really want to keep your swing fresh. You get this. It has thousands of 4-star reviews on Amazon, which is quite a feat when you consider. And it's great for golfers of all levels, not just amazing golfers. So, but it's super portable. I mean, it's light and soft and easy, and it's available in 5 different sizes. And what's really cool, you can personalize it.
Oh, fun.
So,
how do you personalize it?
It's just part of the ordering. You know, you can decide that you're going to say dad or initials or whatever. It's great, though. It has a non-skid backing, so it's actually going to stay put. And I know a lot of sort of indoor putting greens that are just, they're slippery and they roll up when you don't want them to. So this is really great. And it is also available on Amazon and Putt About for under $60. So really great gift. We are staying with the golfers and going back to the card trend, okay?
Yeah.
So this is called Bad Cards for F-O-R-E, Good Golfers. It's a way to really spice up your golf game, I would say. So there's 5 categories of cards, and each of them have a special prompt or action or rule. So they can either create a challenge or give you a leg up. And so here's what they look like. Bad cards for good golfers. And here's an example. One-hander. Choose a player that must hit all of their iron shots one-handed. So you talk about challenges. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So select a player who must discard one hold-on card for your choosing. So it's super interactive, super fun, and spices up your golf game. And people, they use golf for many different reasons, whether it's a family thing or a business thing. And sometimes you run out of what to say. So that's why I really think that this would be kind of fun.
Yeah. We actually, my friends and I, during the COVID years, when it was like, okay, well, we can go outside and play, we're not going to enter any tournaments, but that would be a fun, even, couples night out on the golf course, and you got 2 to 4 hours to kill with the same people. So I love that idea. Valerie, these are all so great. Yes, I'm loving the cards, loving these ideas. Thank you so much. All right, so conversation cards, obviously one of the big hot gift items, and I have seen a lot of those. What really struck me with the root and seed one, though, is all those things that I don't really ask my family, or like my kids sometimes ask me because they just have that innocence of like, Mom, what did you do the first time? And it's like they ask those questions. Yeah. But I don't ever ask, like even my husband, do I ever ask him, just all these random questions? Like she used the example of who's the most fashionable in your family. And I even thought about like when I get together with my sisters over the holidays, like who would they say? Would they say me? Would I say I think we would say my one sister. But anyway. Yeah, right. Like those are fun.
Yeah, but those are just fun. And then too, then it leads to the unfashionable ones. Right. You're looking at my dad with a pocket protector, and I think he nailed that one. So it just becomes a fun conversation. And it is true, especially too, I feel like, we talk a lot about mom friends and, making friends as adults and your different friendships and how they work and stuff. And, it's funny, I even just said to my friend the other day, man, I wish I knew you and your husband when you first met. Yeah. Like, I just think we would have been, like, obviously we're good friends now, but I wish I would have seen you guys, like, at that point in your life. Yeah. And so getting to know, like, your friends a little bit more that maybe you didn't grow up with. So asking those questions could be so much fun.
I know, it could be. And you know what? We're headed into the colder weather months. Maybe you're getting together with friends, and it's like, what do we do? There you go. That's perfect.
Perfect gift.
All right. So like I said, Jenny is extremely creative. So I want you to talk about your go-to gifts and what you have.
I have a little bit of everything.
She brought some props too.
Okay. So here's the thing about me. is, I don't know, I grew up in a family that was like, they don't like gift cards. They don't think that's personal enough.
Okay.
So there's that pressure has just lingered me my whole life. Like, I can't just give some. So, and then it's funny, and then it's like, I have a lot of friends who are teachers, and I think teachers deserve the best gifts, but they also get too many mugs, ornaments, things that say #1 teacher. Like, are they really gonna decorate their entire house with just their profession?
Right,
you know?
and we've all gotten them those things.
Yes, I'm guilty as charged. So I usually do a gift card because that I know is very appreciative, and they use it sometimes for their classroom or for their family. They can use it however they want.
Yeah.
But I'd like to pair it with something. So this was one of my ideas this year. Was I found these really cute buckets called in the Snack Attack for back in the day. But I mean, you could get any kind of bucket, a Christmas bucket or whatever. And I filled it with snacks, like just what different things that they might like. I know they love like Swedish fish.
Goodies in there.
Yeah, there's so many goodies. But you could also do, I thought too, like local stuff, like the local popcorn that's made here, or the local chips, or something fun. And this is for my one teacher, my one daughter's teacher. I know has like kids coming home from college, and just think about that around the Christmas time. You always have like more people coming in, so that could be fun. So that was my one idea.
Love that one. And then you go ahead, keep going.
I said,
yours is way more creative than mine.
They don't like the, and then, so my niece and nephew, I love my brother if you're watching. He loves to give me a list of things they don't need anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what do they want?
Right.
So don't get them any more clothes. They have too much clothes. Oh, we have too many toys around the house. And now they're in, my older niece and nephews are in that like tween stage where, and it was funny, my nephew really likes using his own money to do things. So they said money. So I said, okay, I can't just give money, I'm Aunt Jenny.
Yeah.
So the one idea I saw this, and I'm totally stealing these from online. This is not my creativity. Yeah. Doesn't go far.
I mean, I haven't seen these, and I scour Pinterest all day long.
So this was like a money tree, and you make it kind of look like a Christmas tree. I think more crafty people could do a better job. I happen to just have this because I'm weird and buy wands for whatever need. But I had this like sitting there. It's from probably one of the school crafts I had to do at one point. It was sitting there, so we made this little tree. Then we just put like, you can find cute jars. I did this, and then there's some gumballs in the bottom for them. You know, you could put it in like mason jars and stuff. Just cute, like, so they have something to open. Right. And it's not just a card with money falling out. Yeah. And then this one I thought was fun.
This is where,
because then it's a little disguise, like, oh, what? She's gonna get, I'm getting McDonald's, okay, and then it's just, you put the little money in the fries.
Like, yeah, of course Jenny made them look like French fries.
So that was kind of a fun idea.
And then you get to eat the fries.
And then best part, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Right? You got to have the snack. I love it. Because yeah, you're right, those like, gift cards or cards with money shoved in them are nice. Nobody ever complains, but to make it more fun. Because that's, I mean,
exactly, because you're like, you want to see them open it.
Yes, yeah.
And so it's sort of like, I don't want to, and plus they didn't, a lot of times, depending on how much you give, if that's the only gift they're giving, and you're especially like, family dynamics, right? This could be a whole other show, but my kids are little, so then they get a lot of presents because their stuff is less expensive, and they ask for 9,000 things, and they're just saying, oh, I just want money. You're like, well, what? I'm just going to give you, and then you're done, and you have to watch the little kids open. I don't know.
Right. Or if you get that card, you know what's coming.
Yes, exactly.
So this is like, oh, did they get me something? I don't know.
Something a little fun.
And we've talked a lot about like we always try to brainstorm like, gosh, what is the best gift that I've gotten that I appreciate? And last year around the holidays, got together with two friends just for, like a happy hour in the main shopping area. And a friend of mine walked in and no gifts were expected, but she just happened to be shopping, and she goes, oh, I got you guys something little. And it's just little stationery, which I never buy myself stationery, so it's obviously for Maureen. But I appreciate this so much year round. Just the cards, the blank cards inside with maybe my initial or something, because then when I'm struggling to find a thank you card or a birthday card, last minute, at least then there's the go-to stationery where it's like, it's on your own personal stationery. Then you can write that card, that note. It's something I never think of buying for myself, but I use it all the time.
That's like the key of a perfect gift. Something that you necessarily wouldn't buy yourself, but that you would use all the time.
Yeah.
And I use candles. Give me, I don't mind
Right,
it.
give me, I'm pro-scented candle. I don't know what Saturday Night Live was thinking. So like the stationary gifts I always appreciate. Also just like off the top of my head too, my junk drawer with little kids around. We have a million broken pens. So if you're in that stationary, like how much do you appreciate like a whole set where it's just like, here's a nice pen, keep it nice for yourself next to the stationary, you know, that the kids aren't doing their homework with or stealing or whatever, just, you know, so that you can put away. Those type of things. Never buy myself a pen.
No.
When have I bought myself a pen? Never,
no.
You know?
Yes, that's perfect.
So it's like those little things. Then Jenny and I were talking because I am a house full of girls and I never know what to buy, especially boys. Like, and I'm always like, what are 8-year-old boys? What are they into? Like, is it Legos? Are Legos not cool anymore? What are we doing?
And which ones do they have? Even when you know that, it's like, what do you do?
So my go-to, and I think that this could be a great family gift, and I have a feeling we're gonna go into a lot of these type of gifts, but when you're looking at those experience gifts, I've gone to the trampoline parks near me and gotten just that gift card.
Perfect.
Like, and it's more than, I always like make it more than just the 1-day pass or whatever, so that maybe the parent needs to go or they can take a friend or at least like get some snacks, whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
But those type of things, especially as we're talking about going into the colder weather months, if there is, that's something obviously I would think of maybe on my own, and maybe we would buy it, you know, like a family day at the trampoline park.
Right, right.
I would probably think of that on my own, but to have somebody else pick up the bill, you know what I mean? Like to get that gift card and be like, you know what, let's go, let's do this. Like if somebody already, let's go, why not, you know? And so it makes it even more fun because it's not the like, oh, do I want to spend that on today, post holidays, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you have that time. A lot of time people have time off or the kids definitely are off over the holiday. So that's a great thing to go do and do something together that's, you know, after the holidays. I love that. I've gotten that. My kids have received that, and it's a wonderful gift, and I love it. Yeah.
We've also gotten, there was one time that a couple families, you know, when the kids were little and we had a big birthday party and 2 families went in on the aquarium membership for us. Like,
oh, nice.
I belonged to the zoo, but I didn't belong to the aquarium, which is separate here. So those type of places where maybe you do go and you visit and you pay the tickets, daily tickets, but I mean, your local zoo or something like that will have family memberships that are pretty reasonable, especially if you're going in on something else or if it is a big family gift.
Yes,
You know, so instead of buying like a toy for this kid, a toy for that kid, something for the mom, something for the dad, the yearly pass, I think is such a great idea.
Well, you know what I like to do with that too, because I do that for my niece and nephews. There's a local amusement park, so they get their season pass too. Yeah. That's their gift from us every year, you know.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, again, I like to have something wrapped up.
Right.
So
and that's where Jenny's.
That's my thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So I will sometimes, like, if it's a family gift, you could do like an ornament from that place, wrap it up, and then say this comes with like a year membership, or you know, maybe I got them for amusement park. I got them all hoodies that said it, you know, or something like that. Little, you know, even they have bracelets or whatever, something that kind of like, or you could even print out the pass and put it in a bunch of gifts, and like they have to keep unwrapping it to see what it is. That could be fun too.
Yeah. I've had I have friends that, like off the top of my head, a friend who's a baker, and she'll offer kids classes or family classes. That's something else. Like if you do know somebody who's like a chef, also know a local chef who I just saw on her Instagram, it's like, hey, holiday appetizer class. You know,
that's a great idea.
Thinking of those local people, like if there is a local cookie shop near you or a cake shop, do they offer, you know, some private baking classes that you can do as a family, or like gift a friend who just loves to bake and maybe has always meant to learn how to make that certain whatever. Yes. You know, those.
Or like paint pottery places too. Yes. That's another good one for the kids. Or but I love that. I think anytime you can do like a family experience. Yeah. I think everyone's always looking for some time. It's like you're giving them the gift of time together, hopefully. Or, you know what, actually, a babysitter. Just babysit my kids. Tell me, give me a coupon book for a free babysitter. I'll take that any day.
Is there any other gift that you can think of that like somebody gave you and you're thinking, oh my gosh, wait, this has always been on my list. Like I never thought to buy myself something?
Good question. I feel like there's a lot. I've gotten a lot of wonderful gifts over the years. I think I've gotten, instead of like a bottle of wine, I've gotten those fun little, like, they look like bath bombs, but they're drink bombs.
Oh, yeah.
And you can put them in and you mix them. And that was like something, again, I wouldn't buy for myself.
Right.
But so much fun. And it was fun to do around the holidays when you're having a cocktail party or something.
Yeah.
You share it with friends. I love that gift. That was really cool.
I had a friend recently, I had friends over, and she brought it as a hostess gift, was a hair mask. Like a little tub of hair mask, like that deep conditioning hair mask from a good brand. And I'm like, gosh, I never think to buy myself something like that. Maybe like your local salon has them or whatever, but if you know that somebody goes to this salon and they use this product, something like that, where it's like, it's not the regular old shampoo conditioner. It's like something a little extra, something a little luxurious, you know, that item that it's like, if budget's tight, I'm not going to buy this. You know, I can do without the hair mask. But
a friend of mine does that with their sisters. They just do a stocking. That was their thing, and they fill it with like kitchen gadgets or goodies, like whatever they see. So it will be like a really cute spatula, and it's like. Yeah, spatula is a gift, but it's pretty and it's useful. You use those all the time, right? And so it was really cute. She'll put like cute napkins in there and just like all kinds of things. I always say they must have the biggest stocking ever because I see what she's buying. I don't know how it all fits, but you know, I've heard those parties where you bring your favorite things. Yes. So think about those when you're gifting to people. If you love it, maybe somebody else would just like love it, you know?
We also went through an exercise at my house that, because my husband he asks for specifics. I'm picky, but I was talking to the kids about, because they were like, do you have any ideas for, or like, what do you want? And like, I'm like, okay, well, think about that person. What are they doing all the time? You know, what is their hobby? Like, is there some sort of like gift card you can get with their hobby, even though it's something they do all the time? Like Jenny knows I've taken up tennis. It's like, okay, well, there's a plethora of things where it's like, even if it's something I already use, I always appreciate if I have a new one, because it's all worn out, you know, and I said, oh, you know, like my girls were like, well, Mom likes yoga. I'm like, oh, I wish I was getting back into yoga. They must think my life is very relaxing. But it's like, so, you know, that person used to do yoga, even though I'm not doing it anymore, I'd love to get back into it, you know? So just really thinking about what that person does all the time or used to love to do or does, you know, that's just, the ideas can spar from there. So we were having that exercise of what's your favorite color? What's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite food? What's your, you know.
That's perfect.
Maybe we're making it too complicated.
That's what I think too. I think everyone there's too much expectations put on these gifts. I think that there has been a lot of, talk of like almost expectations of gifts, and it's just like, wait a second, you know, it's a gift. It's something that someone thought of you for. So, you know, getting a list of what you want, we write to Santa what we want and everything. But for each other, it should just be something that is thoughtful.
Exactly. I think that's a perfect
That's our TED Talk.
That's our TED Talk. We'll be right back here next time, you know, next Christmas, giving you all those ideas. But those, I really appreciate all the ideas that everybody shared. Jenny, all of your money ideas, especially the McDonald's one, hilarious. And thanks to all of you for joining us here on Mom Squad. We'll be back before next holidays. We'll be back next week with more information and talking about, you know, just all of the things that will set us up for a great new year. So thanks again. We'll see you right back here next time.